Welcome to the TMC Net Newsroom in scenic San Jose. I'm here with Vinay Gokhale, who is the SVP of Marketing and Business Development at Entropic Communications, better known to me as the Mocha guys, okay, and the folks who have basically enabled us to have the benefit of having a single personal DVR, PVR type thing in the house that we then can play on all the other machines. So that is super cool. Now, you know, is this like 2-year-old technology that just came about, or when did the company start?
So it's funny that you asked that, because we've been working on this technology and polishing this technology for better than 9 years. It's only been about 3 or 4 years that we've deployed formally with our first operator, Verizon. The Verizon Fios system uses Mocha for home networking within the house. But more recently, literally in the last couple of months, we've had some public successes with DirecTV. They've launched using Mocha networks, and then even in the cable operators, such as Comcast, Time Warner, Cox, have either publicly announced or are in the initial stages of launching Mocha-based home networking. So whether it's satellite, whether it's telco, or whether it's cable, certainly in the North American market, we've enjoyed pretty good success with this technology.
Now, it's super cool just to be able to do that kind of stuff. What's the expectation of use cases? Tell me about your customer base.
Yeah, so the use cases from a service provider perspective, and we are very service provider oriented today, the use cases, primarily the killer app, if you will, is whole home DVR, and there's many names for that, but for video distribution within the home, that would be probably the one of the singular most important application that leverages Mocha. But then once you have a robust, reliable network within the home, for any form of IP traffic within the house, whether it's extension of broadband for Wi-Fi coverage, or whether it's to bring in content from over the top into a viewing area, Mocha, again, as the backbone for that network, serves that function or those applications very, very well.
So in effect, you know, we always hear about the things like Hulu and services like that, but
yes,
in theory they can pass through into you, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, we have an IP network. The difference that we do with Mocha is that we make it over coax, and what Entropic chips allow you to do is if there's an Entropic chip, for instance, in the cable modem or whatever your broadband access point is in the broadband home router, any content that's coming in through the router can come in over a coax line to the viewing area of your choice.
Okay, and we talked earlier, so I understand that in effect the media server,
yes, a NAS box, right.
Right, and then the rest of them are in effect slaves to it, right?
Exactly, yeah. So if you have your favorite videos, home videos, family videos, or pictures that are stored on a network-attached storage device, right, that's somewhere in a closet somewhere, and you want to be able to watch that content on one of your viewing areas in the home, in flat screen TV, or in you know, different rooms within the house, you can use Mocha technology to basically pull that content off the network-attached storage device and then watch it on the television set.
Wow. And is there any limitations in terms of number of boxes or anything like that?
Not really. I mean, there's a limitation, and the Mocha spec goes up to, I believe, 8 devices initially. Now it's up to 16 devices.
Okay.
But you know, that's really not a hard limit, because what you can do is most of these devices also have Ethernet connectivity. So if you go into a Mocha router, for instance, a 4-port Ethernet router, you can get 4 more connections out of it. So it's easy to expand if you have that type of setup.
Now, given the fact that you're kind of a next generation set-top box, yeah, all that stuff that comes in as over-the-top video, yeah, is there some sort of controller function that the operators are putting into it? Like if I didn't want my kids to watch Hulu, yeah, can I block them from watching Hulu and only watch the History Channel?
Yes, you definitely can. And that would be done on an operator-by-operator basis. In some cases, people talk about having select content made available. In other cases, it's a free-for-all. So it's not only service providers, even though that's where we originally focused on, but even for things such as the Roku boxes and other kind of IP set-top boxes within the home, if you have an IP set-top box, sometimes it's difficult to get connectivity of that IP set-top box from the viewing area to the broadband connection. And that's another area where, again, if you were to do that, there would be no limitations based on the box that you're using.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Very impressive. Now, what's next for you guys? What's the upcoming services that we should expect you guys to implement?
Well, yeah, so it's funny. You start off by saying how long have we been working on Mocha? It's been, as I mentioned, 9, 10 years. And Mocha's not done, right? We're from Mocha 1.0 to Mocha 1.1. We're now focused on Mocha 2.0. which gives even added bandwidth available within the house, and that's a key effort for us to roll out as we have with Mocha 1.1. So that's one of the key things that we're focused on. In addition, we have some other businesses that we talked about as well, where we're looking at additional roadmaps.
Cool.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing more from you. Thank you so much, Vinay.
Great. Well, thank you.
Thanks.